everybody, this is Trish, and I'm sorry I'm a minute late with this. I was trying to get back over here. Let me see. Let me know if you can see everything okay. The lighting is fading, and so I just wanted to try and get this video done. And I'm doing these videos now because I'm in one place, and so I'm in one place for right now, and so I wanted to talk about this because this is what I'm going through, and I will be updating my blog to reflect these posts here on my YouTube, and I will post those as a blog post on my blog, which is you can find it at trishcausey.com. So one of the hardest things about the twin flame journey is the separation part, and we don't really understand why we have to go through the separation, because separation sucks. It really does. I mean, it's really awful to go through separation, to not understand why it's so needed to grow. And again, if you're new to my channel and me talking about twin flames, I am not an expert in twin flames. I am trying my dead level best to work my way through all of this, like most of us are who are on this path. And so I'm doing this to just kind of share my experiences for other people who are going through this as well. It's tough. It's very tough. And the main reason we have to go through separation is because we have to not only come to unconditional love for our divine lover, our twin flame, but we must first come to unconditional love for ourselves. And I can say very honestly that I learned to love my body, even though my body's very not perfect. I'm a very plus size woman. I learned to love my body after my Kundalini awakening in 2011, and I was going through my tantric orgasm awakening, and I learned to love my body because of what my body could do, and from an orgasm perspective. But when I was having sex with partner, I did not know what all my body could do. I had to separate. I had to purposely not pursue relationships and purposely go within, quite literally, go within and really discover things about my body I never knew were possible. And I've had to kind of discover the same thing on this twin flame journey. I have had to learn things about myself and deal with things about my life and my experiences that I don't know that I would have done that had I been able to come into union with my divine masculine as soon as I wanted to. I mean, I can honestly say, even at this point right now, even though I love him unconditionally and always will, if he were to knock on my door right now, I would be really taken aback, because I know I'm not ready for union at this moment. I still have things I need to work on. The irony about all of this, of course, is that I know there are some things I cannot work on. There are certain woundings that need healing that I cannot work on and I cannot heal until I am in union with him. And most of those have to do with woundings that I've experienced because of other men. And no, it is not his job to heal me and it is not his job to, make up for other men's transgressions. But there is a part of me that needs to be loved and to be healed, and only a man can do that. And I know that goes against what a lot of people say, oh, well, you heal yourself. And that's true. And I'm doing a lot of healing, and I have done a lot of healing within myself. In fact, my entire tantric awakening was about healing my self-image, especially because of my breast, the way I've been assaulted many times in my life because of my breast. I mean, just the way I get verbally assaulted on social media because of pictures that I post that are my body, and it's my social media and my website, and I should be able to post whatever the fuck I want to post. But then some people, men, think that gives them a right to treat me in a certain way. And so there's just a lot of work that I'm still doing in a lot of ways. And so every person is different. Every twin flame relationship is different. Every wounding you've experienced is different. Every healing that you need is different. And that's why I feel that most of your healing needs to be done by yourself. And it needs to be done before you can really come into union. Otherwise, you're just going to drag those issues into the relationship. But there are some things, sorry, it was very hot today. It's starting to cool off. There are some woundings and healings that will not be able to be healed until you come into union. And what I feel is that you do not need to be perfect in order to come into union. I think we get hung up on, well, I've got to have all my shit taken care of. That's just not the way it works. As long as you're in a 3D body, as long as you're drawing air and breathing, you're going to have stuff you need to work on. That's just a part of living on this earth, in this reality, is that there's always stuff to do, stuff to work on. The thing about coming into union is that you and your twin flame are then at a point of awakening and awareness and self-love, and your own self-worth is in a good place, to the point where the two of you can come together, and then whatever you need to work on, you work on in those issues together. Whatever triggers come up, you work on them together. But the separation is necessary at first. That first time, and maybe there's a second separation, maybe there is a longer separation. It is necessary so that you can heal what you can on your own and come to a place of unconditional love for yourself. That's first and foremost. And then you can grow into unconditional love for your divine lover, your divine counterpart. What I found on my journey is that, it hurts so badly not being able to be with him, not being able to show my love to him, not being able to just be in that love that I always dreamt of. And talk about dreamt of it. I mean, he came to me in a dream when I was 19. Literally, this is the love that I've dreamt of for, a good bit of my life. And to not be able to have that, it was heartbreaking. But I did see later I did see how it was necessary for me to work on myself and to take care of me first, like when you're in a plane and they tell you that, in case of a, turbulence or there's a problem and your oxygen mask drops down, put your mask on first before you put the kids on, before you help somebody else. You have to take care of yourself first. And there are definitely things that I needed to work on to heal within myself. Here's an example. When I gained weight, and see my video, because I'm not going to rehash it right now, but I did an entire video on why I gained weight in the first place, because I gained weight out of just hating my life. Then I lost a lot of weight, and then I gained a lot of weight on purpose so that men would not be interested in me and they would leave me alone because I was tired of being assaulted. So I did a whole video on that, so you can watch that later. But for me, one of the things that I realized is that I really liked the OMAD, the 1 meal a day thing. That works really well for me. But what I noticed very quickly, actually on day 2 of doing OMAD, which is a type of intermittent fasting, that doing that, it triggered some of the same emotional and psychological feelings that I experienced when I was a binge eater, when I was using food as a drug to either numb emotions or to feel something, using food as an upper or a downer, basically. And so, hey, I saw that a little bit. How are you? And so the second day of doing OMAD, I realized, whoa, I still have issues that I need to work on. And so I actually had those kinds of awarenesses in being in separation from my divine masculine, is that there are things I still need to work on. Because see, the thing is that I know that when we come into union, the sex is going to be amazing. Like, I am so not even worried about that, there is sex is going to be fabulous. I don't worry about that at all. What I worry about is, just other things. Okay, I'm back. I didn't realize there was buffering going on. So I have no worries about the start of union. I think that's going to be fabulous. In fact, I know it's going to be fabulous. But for instance, I'm a very public person. My divine masculine is a very private person. I live my life on social media, and he hates social media. I have things that I want to do that will take me hopefully around the world. I don't know if he wants that for his kind of life. So there are a lot of things that I can do in my life and my career that I can go ahead and do those things. I can still love him, but I don't know if he would want those things with me. So I am now okay with doing those things by myself. I may go backpacking across Europe next spring, because why not? I may go to India and spend 3 or 6 months at a tantra ashram in Goa. Why not? I can do that. I don't know that that's necessarily something that he would want to do, although I know he likes Indian food and he does yoga. I don't know that, picking up and leaving. I don't know what other obligations he has that would require him to be rooted in one place. So separation is allowing me and him to work on the issues that we need to work on within ourselves. And it's also allowing us time to do some of the things that maybe we've wanted to do, but haven't had a chance to do yet. And go out and do them and live our lives. That even though you're in separation, you don't have to sit at home and just pine away for your lover. You don't have to, oh, woe is me. That you can still live, a great, wonderful life. You don't have to feel like you're missing out on something. And I think that's one of the big lessons with the whole twin flame journey, is that you realize that you are whole and complete within yourself. And you are whole and complete in and of yourself and to yourself and for yourself. I am complete for myself. I am not getting complete for him. I'm okay. I'm pretty okay in most areas. Like right now, I'm working on a couple of books. I'm working on the orchestrations for my album. I mean, I am living my life. I'm really doing what I was not able to do for so many years when I was a single mother, as a mom, and I had to be in one place every day because my daughter had to be on the school bus, and she had to come home on the school bus, so I had to be there. I'm free to come and go and do as I please, and that actually feels really good. Not that I couldn't do some of this in a relationship, but I am looking forward to just doing whatever the hell I want to do, and there's another aspect of that, is that some people choose to get into relationships with soulmates, or hookups, or whatever. That's not for me, but if some people want to do that, that's their life, but I don't know if you have any questions, those of you who are watching. If you have any questions about this journey, it's funny because I was going through this tarot deck. It's the sexuality tarot. And it's got some great cards. Let me show you a few. And it was just like, this is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, that looks yummy, huh? What is this? Oh, the Six of Swords. Let's see. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace cards mean new beginnings, and so here's a good one. Yum yum. Let's see. Oh, here's the Three of Pentacles. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna save that one because that's my favorite card. Here's another one. See, these are the things we look forward to, right? This is what we look forward to in union. Here's the Sun card. Again, this is the sexuality deck. And this is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the card about union. It is specifically the twin flame card. Twin flame union. Let's see, what is this? Wait, hold on. Ooh, I lost a couple. I'm sorry. But here's the Devil card. And the Devil is about, the Devil card in the Tarot is about getting rid of society's expectations. And so you can see that if you see this card, this means you've got some work to do. But, society's expectations and getting rid of those, that's actually, I think that's a lot of the work that we have to do to really come into our own, to really understand self-love and self-worth, is that you don't get self-love and self-worth from outside of you. That's why it's called self-love and self-worth, This is pretty cool. I love this card. This is the Empress card. The Empress card, she is the divine feminine in the Tarot deck. And hold on. I lost a couple. Let's see. We have, oh yeah. This is the Ace of Wands. Sorry. You see that? See a bed by the fire. Oh, Twin Flame sex is going to be so good. And here, I love it. This is the Divine Masculine. This is the Emperor card. But look at his staff. No, that's not referential at all. And then this is actually my favorite card in the whole deck. I love this card. So this is what we have to look forward to when we have the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine coming together into union. But as long as there are the indoctrinations and the constructs of people and institutions outside of us, we're not going to be able to come into union. We have to work on those until you learn to heal yourself. And that doesn't mean that you have to do it all by yourself. If you need a therapist, if you need a counselor, if you need a tarot reading, let me know. I do tarot readings. I'm also a certified holistic life. Scarborough, it's the one out of Italy. It's the one out of Italy. They do of decks. My current favorite deck is actually, wow, yes, okay. I didn't realize I had this right here. But this is my current favorite deck is the, I don't like the Rider-Waite at all, because when he made that deck, he screwed up a lot of shit just based on his personal opinion that really changed the way the tarot actually is. And so you now have all these people who read tarot based off Rider-Waite, and they are wrong. I'm sorry, I'm judging. Yeah, I'm judging. But they are just wrong. So my current favorite deck is the Dreams of Gaia. If you're on this path, you know Gaia. And this is the Empress and the Emperor. Make sure y'all can see that. And then this is the Two of, which I think is just awesome. My other favorite deck, can you see all that? My other favorite deck right now is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. But I don't like her Two of Cups because she's got goldfish on it. I'm like, really? If you're going to do something quite literal about the ocean and water, you couldn't do a mermaid and a merdude? You had to put two goldfish on the Two of Cups? I mean, like, that's the ultimate card that we want. And it comes up in a reading and it's goldfish. Whatever. So anyway, I didn't mean to go off on the cards, but yeah, these cards are amazing. Again, it's the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. My only caveat about this deck is that it does not have the traditional major arcana. The major arcana. The lady who created it, her last name, oh my God, talk about synchronicities for twin flames. Her name is Raven. You see that? Raven Phelan. If you saw my video the other day, I talked about how I have already decided the name of my child with my Divine Masculine. His name will be Phelan, which is a Gaelic name that means little wolf. And so, hey everybody who's tuning in. So anyway, so this was a couple weeks ago. I have loved this deck. I have used this deck, and hey Ian, and I love this deck, and it just hit me that her name is Phelan, which is the kind of the way people pronounce Phelan. They pronounce it Phelan. They spell it like this. And I was like, no way. This new deck that I love has the name of, what I want to name my child. Anyway, so it was just really cool. So that's what this deck is. It's the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And so what I did is I took I took the major arcana from my other favorite deck, the Circle of oh crumbs, Sacred Circle Tarot, which is a pagan deck. And so I took that major arcana from there and put it with the Dreams of Gaia. The cards are the same size, so it works really, really well. And then, of course, I love the sexy deck. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, so, okay. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask them. Because I think I have light for about another maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But yeah, the separation part is never fun. But it is necessary for you to grow and for your divine masculine or divine feminine to grow, and to do whatever healing they need to do. Like, I have no idea what all my guy is going through. I hope to know by October. And hey, Ian, I hope to start my travels in LA in the middle of October. I am supposed to be actually I'm going up to Nashville for the CD Baby Music Conference in a couple weeks. Actually, is the last weekend of August. And then I need to go back to LA because I've got stuff in storage, and I need to bring that back here to Mississippi, where I am right now. And because I'm back home for a couple weeks. And then I have to go back out to LA to work on my album some more in October. And then from there, I will be on the road. So if for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, what Ian's talking about is that I'm taking my activism on the road, my intactivism, which is activism to protect children's rights to body autonomy, basically to end any kind of genital alteration under the age of 18 because they cannot legally or ethically consent. Anyway, so I will be leaving around October 14th. I will do a couple of days in LA. And then I will be going to Philadelphia because I'm supposed to be at the Book Baby conference in Philadelphia, which is the first weekend of November. And yep, I've thought of everything. And the people that I have tried to, Brendan's doing his own thing, and that's not what this video is about. But Brendan is releasing his film, and it's a wonderful film. And I hope it has amazing success. It's about to come out in wide release and distribution. And so it's great. But his thing is very different from my thing. And he's worked on his movie for years. I've worked on my book now for 2 years. And so the organizations that I've asked to partner with, they all turned me down because if they showed favoritism to me, then they have to show favoritism to somebody else. So the other organizations, they don't want to donate simply because I am focusing on intactness rather than the cutting aspect of things. And they're all focused on the cutting because my book is focused on the stories of adult men and intactness on this kind of this way end, this end over here of intactivism. They didn't want to support me. So, but cool thing though, is that there is an organization in France that has reached out to me. And while the organization itself doesn't have the funds to donate to support my trip and my travels, the individual members might be able to donate a little something. And so I will gratefully accept donations to my PayPal for this. And everybody should know that if you donate to my PayPal, I'm the only one who sees it because it's my business PayPal. So nobody will see your name or anything. If you choose to be anonymous, then your donation will be left as anonymous if you want even that much kind of recognition. Anyway, but yeah, so, and for me, and talking about twin flames and the different kinds of lives and how we're different people, my divine masculine is intact. And so, and I'm very much out there, and I know he really, is all gung-ho about my activism, but I don't know that he would actually want to go into this and do this kind of activism with me. A lot of intact men in the United States are still very embarrassed about being intact. They are, some are even ashamed. Even though they love their foreskin, they're still ashamed that they are intact. So it's a crazy, crazy situation. Again, I live my life out here in the public eye, and that's not changing. In fact, with my book and with my album, that's probably going to become even more so. So I don't know, like, if it came down to me having to have a conversation with my divine masculine about all of this, and I'm not stopping doing what I'm doing. And this actually leads to another issue, which is that some twin flames never come into union because the differences are too much. The life paths are too different. They don't see a way to combine their lives, or they just have so much work they need to do. So got a little off topic there, but so if you have any more questions, go ahead and type them in really quickly. Otherwise, I appreciate those of you who have tuned in. Again, I know these videos are happening at strange times. They're really not conducive to people watching the live show, and for that, I really am sorry. But I am dealing with lighting, and I'm dealing with situation. Right now I'm in one place, but like Ian was asking me about my travels, I'm about to get back on the road, and so I don't really know where I will be able to have great internet, and like, I'm doing this off my phone, and so hopefully most of this show made it to where you could see it. So, okay, so I don't see any more questions. So anyway, so I am very grateful for those of you who were able to tune in. I am grateful for those of you who interacted and left comments. And if you didn't feel comfortable because this is just a weird topic or something you just don't want to talk about, I understand. Feel free to leave comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you appreciate my work and my channel and what I'm trying to do as an artist activist, please show some love to my PayPal. Every bit helps. And of course, it's all anonymous. So anyway. All right. Well, I will leave you here. Enjoy your evening. Maybe you can catch some shows on TV that you wanted to see. Or if you're like me, I just watch stuff on YouTube mostly now. A lot of information coming out right now. So if you are going through situations right now, just be easy with yourself. Take care. Get rest when you can. Sleep when you can. Try to eat the best quality of food that you can so that your body is getting the nutrients that it needs, so that you have the most healthy vehicle possible. So anyway, all right. I love y'all. Mwah. Y'all take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye.